What is going on YouTube? My name is Tevin, and if you haven't seen any of my last videos, go ahead and check them out. There's a really awesome way to grow your Instagram account extremely quickly, and a lot of people are loving it. So if you haven't seen that video, go over that way and check it out. That being said, if you haven't already, please join my group in the description below. We are talking about all the online wealth stuff that you could possibly imagine. Influencer marketing, proximity marketing, social media marketing, affiliate marketing. I don't know if I said that. Shopify, Amazon, whatnot. We're going to be talking about it. It's going to be in that group, and I'm trying to grow it. So hopefully you join. Now, if you do like the video or this content, that is super awesome. But today we're going to be talking about the 25 coolest different ways you can be targeting your demographics, interests, or behaviors in a Facebook campaign. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to jump into here, and we're going to start with number one. One of the first ways that you can actually target people is by generation. So this is super handy when you're targeting like clothing or fashion companies, gadget companies, gaming companies, or even like media, houses, any of the such. So you could be targeting specific generations. So you can do like baby boomers, as you can see there. You can do Generation X, right there. Actually, there you go. Millennials. I'm trying to see if there's another one there. Nope. But you can essentially just type in, the generation that you're looking to target, and it'll work out for you. So number two is actually pretty interesting. So you can actually target people with anniversaries within the next 61 to 90 days, within the next 30 days, within 31 to 60 days, which is super interesting. So that being said, this is really good for people with like greeting services, or if you're an event planner, for any restaurants or recreational activities. If you're trying to plan anniversary, parties, or if you're trying to be a restaurant and you're specifically targeting people who have anniversaries within the next 30 days, you can really close some deals with some expensive restaurants, and that'll really work out for you. So that one's super awesome. Moving on, target by their rate of technology adoption. So what that means is you can technically target people by the rate in which they've adopted technology. So we can go technology, late adopters. Hold on. So you can see from here, technology early adopters. So you can see by behaviors, you can see that people who are likely to adopt new technologies earlier than others. So this one's super interesting. So you can use this to target like vintage companies when you can go for late adopters. You can do this for like high tech companies. Those are the ones that off the top of my head that I think you could use for this, but it is something super interesting. So if you haven't used it yet, it might be good for your company. Number four, so you can actually target by household members. So you can be like family-based households. So people living in households where one or more people are immediate or extended families. So if they're a family-based household, if there's a lot of family in the household, this is really good for like selling kitchen accessories or home appliances, furniture, cleaning services, things like that. And that's a really good way of targeting. So that's another one to check out. Now moving on, number five, friends of people with anniversaries. So you can look up friends of anniversary, I think it is, within 30. Yeah, so anniversary within 30 days. Hold on. Well, realistically, you can check out any of these ones. Close friends of expats, close friends of people with birthdays in a month, close friends of people with birthdays in a week. Those are all super awesome to target, but we can also there is a way of doing it. Friends of newly engaged. Yeah, that's also another really good one to do it. So you can be doing like greeting services, online gift stores, e-cards, event management, any of those things. That really adds on to that there. So that was number five. Jumping over down to number six, you can actually target small business owners. Now this one isn't a super big, important one, but It is super handy if you're trying to target just those like those small business owners for, say, like bankers, insurance companies, freelancing platforms, web hosting, marketing agencies, that type of thing. Number 7 is people who just got a new job. So you can type in new job. People who have just updated their profile with a new job within the last 6 months. So if you're looking for people who have a new job, maybe they need fashion, clothing accessories, or online learning platforms, maybe even photo albums of some sort, photography. That's definitely a good way to target them. Now, moving on to number 8, people in new relationships. Let's see here. There you go. New relationships. People have updated their profile with new relationship in the last 6 months. You can even do like newly engaged, newlywed. Then I believe they even show. There we go. Newlywed. Yeah, 1 year, 6 months, 3 months. So those are really good when you're targeting greeting services, gift stores, even restaurants, because you could be doing like 1 year anniversaries. So you could add that on with your anniversary targeting, which is super awesome. Moving on to number 9, target people that create events on Facebook. So this one's interesting. Event creators. Let's see here. These are all super good as well, like life events. But that is not the one I want. Let's try events on Facebook. This is also a really good one. Facebook page admins. I know there's a way of doing it. Now, since all this other stuff that we searched, it keeps popping up. Event creators on Facebook. Okay, well, for some reason I can't get this one to work. So we're going to be moving on. I know it's possible, so we're going to revisit that one at the end of the video and see if I can make that happen. But the next is number 10, which is people that traveled recently. So I believe it is returned from a trip. Yeah, returned from travels 2 weeks ago, returned from travels 1 week ago. So this is really good when it's like doctors or physicians, travel agencies or airlines. Super awesome. So you can retarget them and just be like, hey, we see that you got back from a trip, so you can sell them on another trip. So that's a really good one to do. Moving on to number 11, you can actually target parents. So if you didn't know that, you can essentially do, hopefully I'll pull it up, parents with adult children. Like you can actually pull up a list where it's like new parents 0 to 12 months, 1 to 2 years, 3 to 5 years, 6 to 8 years, you name it. You can choose the years in which you want to target. So I can show you for that. So like say 8 to 12 years. So parents with preteens. So you can really get specific when you're targeting some of those groups. Moving on to number 12, we have technology interest. So that being said, you can technically target them based on what they have interest in. So you can do like computer monitors. So based on, technology. So if you're trying to sell like hardware or software vendors, cell phone vendors that we can target specific people for like cell phones, even e-commerce stores or online services, all these will work really well for you because you can target like specific technology interests. That's the word I was looking for. So moving on to number 13, target people based on their political interests. So you can do like US politics, and then it pulls up liberal, moderate, very liberal, conservative, very conservative. So this one's really good if you're running like a e-commerce store for like Trump products or Hillary products. You can use one of these to target. And, that's kind of a really good way of going about it. It also works really well when you're running the actual political parties, political organizations, or media houses. Those work really well. So moving on to number 14, we have people using Facebook payments platforms. So you can go, what is it? Facebook payments, higher than average spend. Yeah, right there. So people have spent more than the average on Facebook payments in the past 3 months. This one's really good for Facebook app developers, online retailers, e-commerce, or Facebook pages selling something. So you can target those people. So moving on to number 15, target on which browser they use. So we can go with I believe it's primary browser. There we go. So then you can target by Chrome, Safari, Firefox, Internet Explorer, Opera. So this is going to be good for any of you developers when they're trying to sell extensions for specific browsers. If you're trying to sell developer tools or productivity apps, those will work really well for you. Number 16. So target people that responded to your event. So you can actually go down to connections, add a connection. I believe, what was it? Events. There's a way of doing it. People who responded to your event. Yeah. There should be another one where it's like friends of people who responded to your event. So I think it really depends on when that pops up, and that's super handy if you want to use if you want to target the friends of an event. So if you're running an event for a nightclub, it works really nicely because you can target the friends to get them to join the event, to come to the event as well for that nightclub, which is super awesome. You can do targeting from their email domain. So that being said, that means you can type in Gmail users, Hotmail, Coupon, Yahoo, AOL, Apple. So this is super good when you're using autoresponders or if you're selling email marketing apps. It's good for marketers in general or email apps if you're trying to sell email apps. Moving on to number 18. Target people living away from home. So you can be expats and then a country. So be moving to Bali. All right, maybe not Bali, of course. So you can try all these other countries and whatnot. Even close friends of expats could be super handy. The reasons why you'd want this would be for money transferring, travel insurance, immigration consultation, or even restaurants. That's super handy. Number 19. What is this one? This one is mobile device users by brand and device. So you can essentially target people with feature cell phones. So that means you can target people with the brand of phone or iOS or features. So if we go feature phones, so people who primarily access Facebook using a feature phone. So that's basically the best of the best phones. So this is good for mobile app developers, mobile accessory stores, mobile cell phone vendors. So if you've got any clients like that, it's a good way of going. Number 20. So this is another good way of doing it. You can actually go to Facebook pages and you can target friends of the people that liked your page. So if you have so everyone that liked your page, you can now target those people to like your page because hopefully they are in similar of interest. This is really good for page owners of all types of businesses. This can just draw more traffic to the business owner and the business page itself, which is super handy. Moving on to number 21, we can target by their computer operating system. So if we go primary, what is it, OS? There we go. So Facebook access on the OS is basically people who primarily access Facebook using one of the OSs. So I don't know why I'm not on here because I always use Windows XP. What is this? Yeah, my jokes aren't funny. Moving on. Number 22. Target people by sporting fans and events. So you can do what is it? Seasonal and events, I believe. Let's try. There's a way of doing it. Hold on one second here. What was it? It's under seasonal and events. Of course, nail care. That's my more categories. Anyways, that might be one of those ones that just bugs out. But you can target by sporting fan events. So that means we can do like college football. That's one way you can go about it. Or like what is it? Baseball. Then you can essentially, choose the years that you want to target and whatnot, and just different variations of sports. This could be super good when it's like media companies, sports teams or franchises, even event organizers when they're trying to sell tickets to any of these events. Number 23, you can target travelers, like certain type of travelers. So you can even do like business travelers, or you can do like commuters, or even people that are currently traveling. Obviously, my spelling isn't the best, or not. We got frequent travelers, travel commuters, travel vacations. So there's different variations. There you go. Travel casino vacations, frequent flyers, timeshares. So you can really get down to like who you need to target with this. So if you want to target timeshares, maybe you can sell people on more timeshares, things like that. It really gets handy. Moving on to number 4, target people who used your app. So that is people who used your app. This one's super handy when it's like app developers or app testers or even an app vendor. So if you have any people who have like already used your app, you can target those. And last but not least, targeting made out of advanced combinations of connections. And so essentially what you can do is make an advanced type of connection here. People who are connected to, there you go, a page or an app. And so you can get down to like the brass knuckles there. So this one's really good for any businesses that are looking for a unique set of people. Now there's so many different things that you can be targeting on Facebook ads. It's ridiculous, but I was just hoping to bring 25 that you may have not heard. So thanks again for watching, guys. I don't know how long this video is, so hopefully it's not too bad, but make sure to jump into my group, and I'm going to leave. Let's see what else. I don't even remember what else I was going to say. Join my group, guys. Anyways, I hope you have a good one. See you later.